Good morning. It's Saturday, June 20th. And this evening around 6 o'clock will be the 1 week anniversary of Susie's hospitalization. A week ago last night, she had her stroke. And I thought it was something else. Over the last couple of years, she's had a few episodes, nothing as bad as this, usually something affecting her speech. And she'd go to bed and sleep for like 8 hours or more and wake up, kind of feeling like it was a hangover, not in the true alcohol hangover sense, but you're trying to get your bearings back together. And she was describing these as Kundalini awakening events. And people in the psycho-spiritual world will understand what that is. I have to say that most of the doctors that I tell this to, it's like foreign information. So anyway, she thought these were Kundalini events, and that's why I didn't react right away on Friday night a week ago and Saturday morning a week ago. Anyway, I have some good news for you. Couple bits. One is talk about me. I'm sleeping better, and emotionally I feel less, I described it to my brother as I've had more mood swings this week than a werewolf. And so still emotional, but not quite as intense. Also, good news regarding Susie. I'm just going to kind of briefly recap the time since since she has been in the hospital. So she was admitted Saturday evening a week ago. Had some tests done that evening, CT scan, had a chest x-ray done, had IV fluids administered, and I think around 10:30, 11 o'clock, she was able to get a room on a care unit floor that wasn't intensive care, but it's one notch under that. And, or at least that's my understanding. It was a beautiful room, relatively new construction, I'd say less than 5 years old. It was huge. It was like 18 by 18 feet or 20 by 20 feet. It was a private room. So she was there from Saturday evening to Tuesday evening, okay? And so Sunday, she was kind of out of it, not really very responsive. And, they regularly ask her, like, I think it's like every 4 hours, they were asking her, what's your name? Can you say your name? And if she couldn't verbalize it, which she can't, is your name? And they put out different names, and one of those names would be Sue. And she would need to acknowledge that she understood that her name was Sue. And, also your birth date. What month were you born in? Were you born in January, etc.? So that was done, I believe, every 4 hours. I know it was done on a nurse's shift change. And on that floor, each nurse was responsible for 3 patients, and a nurse's shift was 8 hours. Okay. And so she wasn't super alert Sunday or responsive. I mean, a little bit, but not much. Monday, I saw what I thought was a significant improvement in terms of her alertness and responsiveness. Still can't speak, and maybe she never will. Pretty much paralyzed on the right hand side. But throughout the week, I did get feedback from caregivers that when they were moving her, like they would move her position in the bed or put her upright in a wheelchair and seatbelt her in place so she didn't fall out. These are all ways of preventing bed sores. There are a variety of strategies that I'm learning that I was unaware of. So anyway, when they were moving her, they were saying she was moving on her right side, not much, but to some degree, like her leg or her arm. So it seems that if you tell her lift your right hand, she can't do that. So like the message isn't getting from the brain to the hand. She's hearing it, it sounds like, but it's just not, that connection isn't there at this time. And so Monday was good, or better. Tuesday and Wednesday, not as responsive. And I'm not recalling exactly which day it was. I believe it was either Monday or Tuesday. She ate her first food. And it's kind of like baby food, a little more, I'm going to say coarse, not quite as totally blended, but it's pretty blended. It's not far off from baby food. And so she would eat small amounts, and in the left side of, or excuse me, the right side of her mouth, this is my right, I don't know how it shows up for you, but in the right side of her mouth, because the right side is paralyzed, or maybe paralyzed or has some paralysis, a food would pocket in her mouth. So it was really important to be able to inspect after she had eaten to prevent, something going down her trachea and choking. So she started to eat, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, she was not as responsive as Monday or alert. And I was kind of like thinking, this is not good. I'm looking too closely for a sign of progress. So Thursday, she was more alert and ate more and drank more. And one of the things that was a concern, I've already talked about this on a previous video, is that she wasn't urinating, and they're monitoring that with like a handheld device that they can scan her bladder for its degree of fullness, and then that determines when they catheterize her and she urinates. And one of the doctors, because I've been asking them like a broken record, what's going on, because she had urine in a container that was a vacuum kind of system that would vacuum it out of her on like Monday, Tuesday. And So one of the nurses told me that in fact they were doing the catheterization even at those times that I was seeing urine in this vacuum system. So anyway, doctor said this is a normal part of paralysis. It does happen. There is a potential of some degree of recovery there, but nothing's guaranteed. So, and then the really good news yesterday, and we've had a caseworker, I think her title is rehabilitation caseworker, and her first name is Ritu, and Ritu's been absolutely phenomenal. Great resource. Some candid conversations about insurance coverage and lack thereof, and whether I'll be able to take care of her, whether I'll be able to bring her home. And it seems like, not that I don't have the intention, but it seems like the model is you need more than one. It takes a village to care for a stroke patient. And I totally get the taking care of the caregiver. In fact, right now it's about 6:30 in the morning. I get up at 5. I'm trying to be more scheduled than I have in the past because I've got a lot of stuff to do. And my goal is to take a 2-mile walk, which takes me about an hour by 6 a.m. Well, obviously I'm not on track right now, or not where I'd like to be, but I have to give myself the grace because I'm not lying around for the most part. I did watch a movie last night. It was the first time I did anything that's kind of a diversion from what's going on. So anyway, Susie's going up to rehab, and you know, this was a whole thing about getting accepted, and they told me that there was a possibility she wouldn't be accepted, and if that was the case, she'd have to go to skilled nursing, which is another organization, another facility. And so I really, really want to thank you, Ritu, if you watch this. Can't tell you how important your support has been. So I'm going to take a look at my notes, make sure I'm covering stuff. Oh, one of the things Ritu told me is in rehab, you get to wear your own clothes. So she gave me a little list of Susie's stuff to bring, and it was 3 to 4 pairs of elastic banded pants, some t-shirts, and some undergarments. Well, you know, I go undergarments. I'm thinking about this later last night, long after Ritu has texted me this list, and I'm thinking, well, I know undergarments are underwear, but they also include bras, and I'm thinking, should I bring a bra? Is this, and I don't think so, but Mr. Be Prepared is going to take one and see what happens. And I was thinking that, Susie wears a lot of, or has worn a lot of yoga pants. And this is really a testament to how little I pay attention to all of her clothes. I mean, I'm always complimenting her on how cute she is and how well put together she is. But I really didn't have a good clue of her inventory, and she has substantial inventory. And, in going through her closet, and, I haven't really seen her closet, the contents of, in years, because it's not my domain. It's not something that I'm involved in. And I'm going to take you on a little field trip here to the back bedroom and show you some stuff and just to kind of explain things. So we're going back. We live in a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath duplex, and I'm entering the bedroom here, and I'm going to turn the camera around, and the first thing you're going to see is the bed is covered with clothes, and a good portion of those clothes are my clothes, and I'll tell you the story behind that. And then a portion of them are Susie's clothes that I've retrieved from her closet. And the thing that was amazing to me, which should not be amazing, is how neat and well organized her closet is. I am not neat. I am not organized, and it's something that's been an issue for us. I'm a pack rat. She's a neatnik. And it's been kind of an oil and water relationship in that regard. But anyway, I'm going to turn this around and show you the clothes on the bed. And then I'm going to show you the closet and basically what's going on. So I'm hopeful that you see the clothes. And on the left here, this stuff, all these shirts and pants and ties and more shirts are mine. And I pulled them out to give them to like Goodwill. And it's something Susie has been asking me for years because I haven't worn a tie in over probably 7 or 8 years, and a sport coat and sport pants, same time frame. And then this is the clothing that I'm going to take to rehab for Susie. Some tops, some pants, and I'm taking a bunch of pants, and I'm just going to let the people there tell me which ones to keep there and which ones to bring home. Delightfully, she has plenty of elastic waisted pants. And then this is just her closet, everything neatly organized by category. And for some of you people, this may be a normal, ordinary day life thing, but for me, in my own personal life, this is the remainder of what I have dress clothes wise, and I'll probably need to pare this down by another 30-40%. And then most of these are all shoes that's what I'm keeping, and these are what I wear most of the time, that and running shoes. So these are all the shoes I'm getting rid of that she has begged me for years to decide what I want to keep and get rid of what I haven't worn. And then these little sandals of hers are ones that she bought at my insistence. I'm actually the one that ordered them on Amazon, and they have these little nubs. I didn't intend for them to have nubs, but that was about the only thing we could find in her size because her feet are so small. She wears a size 4. And I wanted her to get ones like mine because they're so comfortable. And, she's lived her adult life pretty much in high heels. So to get her to wear flats has been something I've been pushing on her for years, just for her own health. And, it affects the back and, obviously the feet. I was a faithful foot rubber for several years, and then she told me, don't rub me anymore, you rub too hard. So anyway, that's Susie's clothes and what's going on with rehab. One of the things that I've been a little challenged with, primarily because we haven't been in regular contact with a lot of people, is people that have been in our life that would probably want to know about this event. Pardon me, I'm trying to feel around for a Kleenex. I need to blow my nose. Just give me a second here.